You're not the only XRP holder who is feeling down. The cryptocurrency market has been very unstable lately, so it's easy to see why some investors are starting to feel uneasy. The price of XRP, like the prices of many other digital assets, has gone up and down, and with so much uncertainty in the market, it's easy to start doubting its future potential. But if you're still bullish, don't give up. If you're thinking about selling or going fully bearish, you might want to think again. There's a major market shakeout coming up that could change everything for XRP holders, whether they're feeling confident or unsure. A shakeout isn't just a normal market correction, it's an intense event where prices drop sharply and investors panic. But here's the catch: while many might be ready to leave, these shakeouts often make way for new opportunities, and XRP could be about to make a big change. If you've been following XRP's journey, you know it's been through a lot, especially with ongoing legal challenges, market pressure, and the general volatility of the crypto space. But that doesn't mean its story is over. In fact, this shakeout could be the start of a new era for the coin. It could be the reset XRP needs to get better. The question is whether you will be strong or let fear run your life. Even though the market isn't always stable, seeing the bigger picture and being ready for what's to come can help you make smarter decisions. We'll talk about why this shakeout is happening, what it means for XRP, and how you can deal with it in this video. If you're bearish on XRP right now, this is the time to keep a close eye on things, because what happens next could change the future of XRP. To understand why some XRP holders are bearish, it's helpful to look at what a bearish market is. In simple terms, a bearish market is one where prices are falling and investor sentiment is negative. When things aren't going well for XRP, people are afraid to invest, and many even sell their assets because they think prices will keep going down. This kind of market can make anyone feel uneasy, including XRP holders. But it's not just the falling prices that make people nervous. It's also the general feeling of uncertainty and fear that can take over. The reasons behind the low prices thoughts are easy to find. Last few months have been tough for the cryptocurrency market, and XRP has been right in the middle of it all. One of the biggest problems is the ongoing case with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). This lawsuit has made it very hard to predict what will happen with XRP in the U.S., and some people are even wondering if it will be classified as a security or not. This lack of clarity has made many people worry that XRP's future could be in danger, which naturally leads to a bearish outlook. On top of that, the cryptocurrency market as a whole has been very unstable, with prices swinging wildly and investors feeling the strain. Many have lost a lot of money in their portfolios and are becoming more cautious. Because of this, be careful. And because XRP has had a hard time getting back to its old highs, it's easy to see why many holders are starting to feel bad about the coin's future. These things together create a perfect storm of negative sentiment that can make anyone doubt XRP's long-term potential. But here's what you need to remember, that the market goes through cycles. What seems like a dip or correction might just be the market getting ready for the next big move. It's easy to get caught up in short-term changes, but it's important to keep your eye on the long-term potential of XRP. There will be problems, but there will also be big chances. That's where understanding the bigger picture comes in. Picture comes in because even though things may look bad right now, a market shakeout could be just what XRP needs to move forward and eventually do well. Now that we've talked about why some XRP holders are negative, let's look at what's really going on in the market and why we might be about to experience a massive shakeout. A market shakeout is not the same as a normal market. A correction is usually a short-term drop in price. A shakeout, on the other hand, is much stronger and often causes bigger drops in price and fear selling. This kind of event gets rid of investors who aren't strong and are quick to sell when they see trouble coming. The problem is that while these investors may panic and leave, the real chance often lies in the wake of the event, shakeout. So what's causing this chance? The cryptocurrency market is under a lot of pressure right now because of a number of outside factors that are affecting prices. For example, worries about inflation, rising interest rates, and the general instability in traditional financial markets are affecting investor confidence. People's views on risk are changing because of the markets. Investors are looking for safe havens, and cryptocurrencies, which are known for being volatile, aren't always seen as stable during uncertain times. On top of that, there is still a lot of uncertainty in the crypto space itself because of regulatory concerns. The lack of clear rules has left many people confused. Investors don't know how cryptocurrencies like XRP will be handled in the future. The SEC lawsuit is a great example of how legal fights can cause market chaos. When there isn't enough clarity, fear sets in, and fear makes people sell. When things are like this, there's a good chance that prices will drop sharply, and people with weak hands will start leaving the market. Even so, there are signs that this shakeout might be a normal part of the market cycle. It's important to remember that after a shakeout, the market usually starts to stabilize, and chances open up for those who are patient. In the past, cryptocurrencies like XRP have gone through times of extreme volatility, but they've always come back stronger than before. Long-term holders who stick with it can often come out on top, even if the short-term picture looks bad. This shakeout could be just what XRP needs before it makes its next big move forward. If you own XRP, it's important to stay aware of these market dynamics. A shakeout isn't a reason to freak out, it just means the market is starting over. If you're ready, when prices settle may be the best time to take advantage of opportunities. By staying calm and focusing on XRP's long-term potential, you can set yourself up for success even when the market is volatile. As we move forward, it's important to think about how this possible shakeout could affect XRP in particular. First, keep in mind that XRP's price could go up and down a lot during a shakeout, just like the prices of other digital assets. But what makes XRP stand out is that it's not just a speculative cryptocurrency. Financial institutions use it for real-world transactions, especially in cross-border payments. This use case gives it a level of stability that other cryptocurrencies might not have, even during times of market stress. That being said, the ongoing legal issues surrounding XRP, especially the SEC lawsuit, could add more pressure during a market shakeout if there are any bad news or bad decisions in the case. Investors may become even more worried, which could lead to a bigger drop in the price of XRP. However, it's important to remember that the SEC lawsuit isn't new. It's been going on for a while. Many people think that the case will eventually be settled in Ripple Labs' favor, which could give the price of XRP a big boost in the long run. Even short-term bad news can make things worse.